Obviously been a kind of a tough couple days for the university, but just proud of our leadership, Dr. Turner and Rick Hart, and we're all going to get through this. We're all going to lock arms and get through this thing, and my focus is on our football team. That's the only thing I can control right now, and I'm excited about the challenge we have ahead of us, starting conference play. Our 0-0 heading into conference, and I know we got a great opponent coming in here, and just to see how our guys respond to the challenge of last week. Very disappointed in the first half of our lack of energy, and really just it was just a tale of two different halves. Our challenge this week, we've had really good practice this week, but come out, we got to perform. We got to come out and play 4 solid quarters, and we're yet to do that this year.
Is there anything you and the coaches can do to try to accelerate the energy level in the first half?
Absolutely, and that's been our message all year long. I mean, when you're taking over a program that's been where we've been where the program's been the last couple of years, we have to bring the energy. It has to come from the coaches, and we got to hold our guys accountable. We got to demand it, and they've done a really, really good job this year. It was just one of those halves that it's hard to put a finger on. But I was very disappointed in that energy level. But our guys have responded, had a good, like I said, good week of practice, but it's got to come from us, and at some point it's got to come from within them as well.
What do you tell them before a conference game? I mean, obviously you start a season anew. This is pretty much, if you look at it, what you guys are fighting.
Well, I would say this. I think we've played one of the top schedules in all of college football. James Madison, we knew they were a very good football team coming in. I mean, they've been at the top of their league. But we've got to worry about SMU. That's our biggest opponent, is ourselves. I've known Coach McNeil for roughly for a long time, and I think he's one of the really classy guys in this profession. I've got great respect, tremendous respect for him and what he's done there, and what he did at Texas Tech, and he's recruited the schools I've been at. So I got great respect for him, and this kid's going to play hard. But at the end of the day, it's about the SMU Mustangs, and we have to worry about ourselves. We're a team that we got to really zoom focus on ourselves. We come on the practice field. You come out here with a purpose every day. You step on that game field. It's about a purpose, and our plan to win, and our the way we do things isn't going to change. We've established our culture, and we're not deviating a bit from it. And we're heading in the right direction. I'll tell you that.
Offensively, how have you liked how the team has progressed in the first 4 games?
Well, I think you look at obviously you have to just look at the numbers. I'm not I love stats and I love numbers, and I think that's got something to do with it. But I think that our offense is definitely progressing. We're on track to hold just about every record there is here right now, and in just 4 games. And so it just shows you what's to come with these guys. Again, you're one of the top teams in the country in time of possession. That's telling you you're able to run the football, and that's what we want to do. We want to be able to run the football. You got a quarterback that's making good decisions. He might not have played his best game last week, and I think he knows that. But he's a guy that makes really good decisions and keeps the chains moving. And that's all we can ask. Defensively, we got to find ways to stop people. We got to find ways to eliminate the big play. We've done a really good job the last 3 weeks of holding on the football. I mean, we've won the turnover margin the last few weeks, and we've won the penalties. We've been the fewest penalized team in each of the last few weeks, but we keep losing the big play margin. And our goal is to have at least 2 more big plays than our opponent, and we're not having that right now. And so we've got to find a way defensively to get to 3rd down and get them off the field, and that's been our focus this week. We've moved some guys around. I don't want to yank too many red shirts off of guys, but I'm not far from it.
You mentioned that. What are some of the changes defensively?
Well, we're just looking at a few things, moving some guys around, and moving Robert Seals around, not Robert Seals, but moving Shaq Randolph around a little bit, and maybe just kind of utilizing some things with him, and just trying some different personnel guys. Just we're searching right now. But again, at some point, these guys are going to, we're going to have to dig in, and we're going to have to perform. And we got a great plan. We got to go execute the plan. And our guys, it's not effort. These guys are playing hard. It's just we got to find a way. We got to play harder than what we're playing.
You have a lot of talented freshmen on defense. Who are the guys you're worried about that kind of are on the line of redshirting?
Well, we obviously Matt McNew is a young man that we're trying to redshirt and hold on to. I don't know. He's a linebacker that's very talented, and again, we're going to try to hang on to his redshirt, but I'm not going to do it at the expense of where he could gain valuable experience right now. And if you pull the red shirt off of him and let him play, I mean, if we pull the red shirt off of him, he's fixing to play, and he's going to play a lot. So.
You've mentioned the third down defense a couple weeks in a row now. Now you face an East Carolina team that's converted 50% or more in all 4 games. What are the keys to tightening that up that you and the coaching staff can do?
Well, we got to tackle in space, number one. I mean, we get guys in position to make plays, and you can't leave your feet. You got to run your feet. You got to keep your head up, and things that we do at practice. And so you got to execute what you practice, and get them off the field. We can't have missed tackles. Can't have missed assignments. And so those are the things that get you off the field on third down.
Coach, you've got a lot of yellow jerseys out there. What's the injury report?
Well, actually, our injury report's it's pretty good. Some of those guys are out for the season, and some guys are just out for today, and they'll be back tomorrow. So we just kind of monitor some guys, but it's pretty much standard what it's been.
Okay. Anything new to report from the last game?
Not right off. Rodney Clements is out for the year. He'll have surgery in a couple weeks on his knee, and I think that's the only new one. I think everybody else will be pretty close to game time decision. And Zach Wood we're anticipating him playing. He's kind of been off and on with a slight pull, muscle pull. So hope to get him back. But we should. I mean, for as live as we go in practice, we're pretty healthy.
One of the guys who's gotten a lot of attention in the first month has been Cortland Sutton, named to the Biletnikoff Award list. He's caught just over 4 passes a game, but it seems like every time the ball goes his direction, either he catches it or he draws a flag. Is it hard as the play caller to resist the urge to call it again and again and again and again?
Well, it is, and he's a phenomenal talent. We talked about that, and he's still learning. But a young man that's figuring it out. And I think what he's able to do is he's able to open up some other opportunities for us to run the football, and that's going to help us out in the long run.
He blocks it.
Too with the basketball news. Did you talk to the team about that at all?
No, I mean, I think it's been all over the media. I think everybody's had an opportunity to see that, and again, our focus has been on ourselves and getting ready for our first conference game, and so just coming out here and coming to work with a purpose and preparing with a purpose. That's what we're asking for our guys, and to come out with great energy and great work ethic.
You talked about your relationship with Coach McNeil, and he mentioned it this week in his press conference as well. When you face a team where you know the coach so long, how do you balance watching the film of the first 4 games and then also going off of the tendencies and philosophies that you know about him?
Well, I mean, I don't think you just each year your team is different, and our team next year will be different than this team, and it'll have its different personalities, and so it still boils down to blocking and tackling and putting your guys in position to make plays, and they got to eventually go make the plays. And so I've got great respect for Ruffin and what he's done and what he did when he was in this state. So I know his guys will be prepared. They're 0-1 in conference, so this is a big win, a must-win situation from them. And where there's going to be big games ahead, but this is a big game for them as well. So they're going to be ready to go, just like our guys are going to be ready to go. So. We're going to come out here and all we ask is our guys to give their absolute best and create a buzz and an energy that these guys have played with for the first 3 weeks. And that's been one of our focuses this week is coming back and showing guys, hey, look, when we do play with great energy, here's the things that happen. They've had a chance to see themselves on film, making plays and executing at a high level, and so that's all we ask.
Anything else, guys?
You've said since you got here you wanted to establish the run. East Carolina gives up, I think, 230 yards a game, but they have a 450 in there from Navy, which skews the numbers on everybody. When you look at their defense, what concerns you the most, or what impresses you the most about their defense?
I think they're very talented up front. I think their D-line is aggressive and as quick as we've seen this year. I'd rate them up there with some of the top ones we've seen already at this point. So these guys they're very active. They play a lot of guys, a whole lot of guys, a lot more guys than we've seen from TCU and some of these other guys. They got a lot of depth. And so ours is just going to be able to do what we do and execute.
They've played two quarterbacks a little bit early this season. Do you feel like we've got enough film on both of those guys, or know their tendencies to be ready for either one of them?
You know, we do. I really do. And you know, I know they had one that came out last week and really did a great job for them and kind of brought them out, you know, and actually kind of took it over. So I anticipate still playing both guys, and you know. But again, you know, as it comes back down to it, and I keep saying it over and over and over, we have to we have to worry about ourselves. And regardless who they trot out there, we have to be ready to go and be prepared.